Evening world, B Marsh Boxing, and I'm back at it with another boxing video. So the WBC having their annual convention over there in Mexico, um, and you already know, man. I was patiently waiting for them to make Canelo, what you call it, a franchise champion at 168, in order for him to swerve and duck his mandatories. But no, nope, nope. The WBC did one better. You know what I mean? They did one better, and they trying to pull the wool, the 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 blanket over our heads. Like those of us who don't know, who know boxing, we know what's really going on, and the protection plan is real. The WBC have ordered Canelo to fight Ilunga Makabu, the WBC Cruiserweight title holder. Okay, now Ilunga Makabu is a guy who was knocked out before by Tony Bellew. That's all I gotta say. This is a guy who got knocked out before by Tony Bellew. Now I like Ilunga Makabu. I like all African fighters. Big up all fighters coming out the continent of Africa. This is Don King's last world champion that he currently has right now. Okay, Ilunga Makabu has been a fighter at cruiserweight for a long time since he had his fight. First time I heard of him was about like 2014 when he beat Glenn Johnson in his home country in Kinshasa, Zaire. Big victory as far as getting that Glenn Johnson to come over there and having that name on his resume, and also a big victory for him in his home country. Then I seen him fight fellas like Tabusa Muchunu, okay, a good cruiserweight out of South Africa. That guys like Alexander Usyk fought already. But really and truly, Lunga Makabu, look, man, this is what I'm talking about. Canelo's not really trying to build his legacy. That's why Juan Manuel Marquez went in on him, talking about he's far from the greatest fighter out of Mexico ever. Because them fellas is really just chasing titles. It's not about titles. It's about who'd you beat. Nothing against Ilunga Makabu, but skills pay the bills. And this southpaw in trouble. You know what I mean? Because Canelo is a guy, if you look at their resumes, it's night and day. Canelo has a vast plethora of fighters as far as experience, whether he's won or lost. Since before he came to USA, fighting the likes of Miguel Vasquez at least 2-3 times. You know what I mean? This is just, man, disheartening. I ain't gonna lie. I just don't understand why. You see, this is what I'm talking about. You can't even know if these fighters are great because they ain't challenging themselves. This is what I've been talking about the whole time. You know what I mean? Why put Canelo in there if he's pound for pound the best fighter with another fighter who Canelo is miles ahead of as far as skills? You know what I mean? When's Canelo going to challenge himself? And it ain't going to be versus Ilunga Makabu. Best believe that. And as far as the WBC is concerned, they keep letting fellas take this clenbuterol, you know what I mean, to keep their stamina up in the later rounds and to gain a lot of bulk weight. Hey man, then Canelo might just move up to heavyweight and fight Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder. Not back to back to back. He'll never do that. But he'll wait for them to be slipping on their pimping, and then he'll go up there and say, look, I came all the way up here. This is not getting ridiculous, man. Like David Benavidez ain't out there at 168. Like he ain't ducked the man Demetrius Andrade since 2013. I'm not here to, I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm not these channels too, who a year ago was spitting the same shit I be talking about. But they trying to get more subs and views. Now they pandering to the crowd. Canelo's this. No, I'm not one of those, man. I stay true to my game, you heard? And I already know you can go and say that I'm hating and whatever. That's on you. But Ilunga Makabu is not the man to challenge uh, Canelo Alvarez, regardless of what weight class. You know what I mean? We March boxing, man. I'm gone. Bullshit, man.